In this video, I'm going to try to review 3 projects together, and they are TLOS, ARKM, and KDA. The first criteria is ranking. TLOS is placed on CoinGecko 410, ARKM's place is 203, and KDA's place is 235. None of these projects are located in top 100, so there is no red mark in here. For ARKM, the mark is orange, and for KDA the mark is orange again, since they are both placed between 100 and 300. For TLOS, it is a light green since it's placed around 400 place. As you know, if a project is placed in top 100, that project needs to work extremely hard to increase its ranking. But if these projects are not located in top 100, it will be easier for them to increase their ranking if they work so hard and if they develop the project into a better position. So TLOS is getting a light green mark in here, and it's the number 1 in this criteria. The second criteria is the category. While checking this criteria, let's go to the web pages of the projects. Let's try to understand the models of the project, and let's check their websites as fast as we can. First, let's start with TLOS. TLOS is a layer 1 blockchain. This layer 1 blockchain has actually 2 layers. One of them is layer 0, we can say TLOS 0, and the other one is TLOS EVM. TLOS has been built as a fork of EOS. Then they developed that fork into a better position, and that one's name is TLOS 0, and it's currently working with no problem. Then they have realized that they will need an EVM layer as well. Then they have developed TLOS EVM layer, and this project has some special features like no gas fees, and the transactions are getting in line properly. So there are some positive features of this TLOS layer 1 blockchain. Additionally, they have been working on ZK technology to implement to their layer 1 blockchain. Then things will be faster and with lower fees. Plus, they have been working on enlarging their ecosystem currently. So when we check the website of this project, it is a proper layer 1 blockchain website. In the front page, we can see some explanations and some statistics. And then when we come to the bottom part, we can see the menu. There's this EVM blockchain links like Block Explorer, Staking, Bridge. And there's this zero blockchain links like Valid, Block Explorer, Staking, Bridge, and Buy, etc. And in the middle, we can see Explorer. And in here, we can see the ecosystem link. Since the project is a layer 1 project, we need to be careful on their ecosystem if they have real products which is under development on blockchain or not. So when we come to the ecosystem page of TLOS, we can see they have DeFi products, they have gaming, wallets, NFTs, exchange, oracles, etc. If you check them by clicking these links and going to their websites, you will see 90% of them have valid websites and some products. So for ecosystem, TLOS is getting a check mark, no problem. You can check their roadmap. Also, they have been working on enlarging the ecosystem and plus ZK technology, etc. And there is this about part as well. If you are interested, you can check by clicking the links. With all this information, TLOS is a layer 1 category blockchain, and it is getting a proper green mark. So ARKM, on the other hand, is a unique platform and a new platform with new technology. ARKM has a unique explorer where we can explore many information on many blockchains. Not like the ordinary explorers, ARKM has some additional information like names of the owner of the wallet addresses, like centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, wallet addresses, Ethereum name services, and people names, etc. There are many additional information more than the traditional explorers. How ARKM is achieving this information? So ARKM has a model like the people provides information to ARKM, like me and you, then we will be awarded with some ARKM tokens. And if a person wants to explore these special information, they need to subscribe for this explorer, and while subscribing they need to pay some fees, and if they hold some ARKM tokens, the fees will get some discounts. So this model is a unique model, and it is providing some extra information in the explorer of ARKM. And this project has a potential to grow extremely so much. And also this platform has some special features, like you can create a bounty for some data, and if someone provides it to you, then he will be awarded with extra ARKM tokens, and you will need to pay some extra ARKM tokens. Or on the other hand, if you have some special data, like a hacker name and surname and a valid address, and if you want to announce it, you can make some auctions, and then you can increase the price of that information. Then if someone purchases it, you will be able to earn some extra ARKM tokens, etc. And when we check the web page of this project, if we go down in this page, I will not do it, there will be some announcement in here, and then launch platform link continuously, and on the top they have a menu in here, announcements, media research like blog shares, they have a reference system with affiliates, there is some job announcements in here, and then we can see the platform in here. This is the main page of this platform. This is the explorer basically. If you want to check something in here, you can write the name and you will go to their page. For example, I'm checking Bybit currently, decentralized exchange. We can see the current value of this exchange. As you can see, we can see some data for this exchange, and if we click these links to learn more about this exchange, we need to log in to this platform. We need to go to the backside, then we can see the details. We need some, if we want some additional information, we will need to pay some fees. So following these informations, ARKM's categories analytics basically. So the next one is KDA. KDA is a layer 1 blockchain as well, and this is a special layer 1 as well. It is using a proof of work mechanism, and there are many proof of stakes nowadays. KDA is still resuming with proof of work, and it has a special layered infrastructure. KDA has currently 20 layers with proof of work mechanism, and all these layers are connected to each other. So that's how KDA is still working as proof of work and serving with smart contracts. So it has a special language as Pact, and KDA has been working on enlarging its ecosystem in the last months, and it will continue to do so. So when we check KDA's webpage, basically for a layer 1 blockchain, this is a proper web page as well. It is explaining the features, giving some statistics, and then in the bottom we have a menu in here. If you want to build something on KDA, there is this build category in here, and in this build category also we can see the ecosystem. Since this is a layer 1 blockchain, the ecosystem page is important. We can see the projects which have been under development on KDA blockchain. As you can see, there are many products in here, and if you want to check them, you can click them, go to their web pages, and you can see the ecosystem is growing slowly. It's growing, but it is growing slowly. So there's this blockchain category. You can see the pack language, ecosystem again and chain web. If you want to learn, you can go to blog, web papers, or documentation. This project has a proper documentation. If you want to participate, you can go to the community page. You can learn more about Kadena token. You can buy, you can check the grants, and they are working on something Kadena cabinet. You can check them. If you click this page, you will have the basic idea. And then there is this company category. You can learn more about Kadena, carriers, and media kit. So following this information, Kadena is a layer 1 blockchain and it is still using a proof of work mechanism. TLOS is a proof of stake blockchain. So the next criteria is the circulation and inflation. So let's try to understand this. TLOS is 70%. In here, it is showing more than 70%. If you go to the TLOS scan or if you check Google on some other pages, you will see the actual circulation percent is around 70%, and the inflation is around 1% yearly, and this 1% is on circulation supply and total supply together. Total supply is increasing and circulation supply is increasing together around 1%. So the next one is ARKM. ARKM has a circulation percent around 30 right now. CoinGecko is showing around 20, but if you check the token page on Etherscan, you can find a number around 30%, and the total supply and maximum supply is fixed. It is a token and they're not considering to increase it as for now, and the circulation supply is 30 and the inflation is working only on circulation supply as for now, and it is around 10% yearly. For Kadena, the circulation percent is around 25%. Again, this project has also total supply and maximum supply fixed. They do not want to increase it, and the inflation around 10% is applying on only circulation supply as for now. With this information, TLOS is getting a green mark, ARKM is getting a light green and an orange mark, Kadena is getting both orange marks. So for the ages, the next criteria, TLOS and Kadena is getting a green mark since TLOS has been active for the last 5 years and Kadena has been active for the last 4 years. ARKM is a very young project. It is on its 8th month currently, as for now, I can tell. And since it is a young project, anything is possible as for now. To upwards or downwards, even a hack possibility, so we need to be careful on that. This is a young project. For exchanges, all these projects have been listed on many exchanges, so they're all getting green mark as full. For GitHub criteria, TLOS and Kadena is getting green mark. Their GitHub situation is good. The posts are coming up regularly and they have lots of shares. But for ARKM, I could not find the GitHub page. If you find it, please share the link under this video and I'm gonna pin that message. But I have searched, but I could not find. Since this project is an analytics project, maybe they do not have a GitHub, maybe they are not considering to create one because this project has actually a centralized product. So they may need to hide some code, so no issues on that. For Twitter criteria, all these projects are getting green mark. The posts are coming up regularly and there are no problem on their Twitter situation. For the scope, since TLOS and Kadena are layer 1 blockchains and their ecosystem are growing, the scope is large for them. But for ARKM, this is an analytics platform, so the scope is in the middle somewhere. In the future, if they add many options and if they enlarge their ecosystem, many things, maybe the scope will become to the large, but as for now, it is a middle scope project. For blog, for YouTube, and for team situation, all these projects are getting green marks. So surprisingly, all these projects, blog, YouTube, and team situation are good. But for team, let me mention, ARKM is still good, but we cannot see the full team. We only can see the founder and some others, one or two. For TLOS, team is still good, not really in a good situation right now, but still good. For KDA, again, not really very good situation, but it is still a little bit better than the TLOS and ARKM. So we have tried to understand the basics of these projects. Let's try to mention the negative and positive things. First of all these projects are inside of a very strong competition with others. For Telos and KDA, since they are layer 1 blockchains, there are many other strong layer 1 blockchains. So the competition is very hard. For ARKM, in this category, there are not so many other projects, but there is this DexCheck project, and there are some DeFi follower platforms like Dex, Greeners, DeFi Llama, etc. So people are used to use these projects, and there is a very strong competitor, and it is Dex tools. Many people are familiar with DEX tools as well. So DEX tool is a very strong competitor. ARKM is inside of a very strong competition as well. But if ARKM grows significantly, the category of ARKM will differ from the DEX tools. We need to be aware of that as well. So for TLOS negative things, TLOS has a complex infrastructure since they have TLOS 0 and TLOS EVM as for now, and they're working for ZK technology as well. The infrastructure is complex. They have increased their total supply in the near past, so it has a negative situation on the project. It's a small negative, but still negative. And there were some team changes in this project, and it has a small negative etiquette on this project as well. For positive things of TLOS, the progress is resuming in the last 6 months. It's obvious, and they're trying to find solutions to their bad parts of the project. This is a positive thing as well. And this TLOS EVM blockchain has some good features. And this means technology, and technology is the most important thing in the crypto industry, as you know. And for ARKM, the negative things are ARKM has leaked some information of the users like emails, name and surname. This is a negative thing. And there are some regulation hesitations for ARKM since it is collecting too many information with some real people. So this brings a hesitation for the regulations, and they do not have a GitHub. This means that the product is a centralized product that we need to be careful about. And the positive thing is with foreign analytics platform, the model is great with the token utility as well, and they have already created the infrastructure, and it is good, and it brings a new perspective to the crypto users. This means technology, and it is important again. And the last one is the security. If outcomes grow significantly, if the infrastructure works really great, if things goes well, ARKM will maybe ARKM will be a reference point for the global world. So for FBI, for CIA, for all the police all around the world, maybe ARKM will be a central point where the real information coming from for bad behavior of the users or hackers, or some illegal trades, etc. So ARKM has a great potential, but it's too early to say something as for now. And for KDA, the negative thing is still KDA is a complex layer 1 blockchain with proof of work and layered infrastructure, and the progress is slow for KDA. The community of KDA is exhausted about the slow progress, but it's still okay for me. And the current inflation on circulation amount is a bit high. We need to be careful on that. But the positive thing is that tokenomics is moving solid. The maximum supply is fixed. For a blockchain, it is a very positive sign, and they have already built this layered proof of work infrastructure, and this means again a good technology. And this, if they are successful on enlarging their ecosystem with the transactions and the fees this technology can bring Cadena to a very good point. We need to be clear about that as well. So we have tried to understand the basics and the negative and positives. Let's try to analyze the price as we can. And for TLOS, if the bull market resumes, hardly in the near future, of course, this project has a potential to jump at some point if the bull market resumes. And then in the bear market, of course, the price will go down. But if you ask me, around this area, anything is possible. Since the token has been increased in the near past and some team changes happened, this area is a question mark. But after that, in the bull market, a price jump is possible. In the bear market, price drop, of course, possible. But if you ask me, TLOS will hold at some point higher than the last bear market in the next bear market. So this is a positive sign, and also they are working on enlarging their ecosystem carefully. This is a positive sign as well. This is what I can say for TLOS. And for ARKM, since this is a very young project, anything is possible at this point, around this point again. And if the bull market resumes, yes, the price will jump. If you ask me, this project's place is overvalued as for now because it is a young project and there are many other projects very stronger than ARKM. But since this project is using AI etiquette, and since this project is a bit famous, aimed to do centralized exchange supporting this project, so this project has a potential to jump again and again in the bull market. It can be more overvalued. This will not surprise me. But in the bear market, when the bear market comes, this project has a very dangerous warning because the price jumps and the current overvaluation can drop significantly in a very small period of time. We need to be very careful on that. But again, this project has a very big potential to be a main reference point for all the information in the crypto industry. So if this happens in middle term or in long term, this project will come up again and it has a potential to find a place in top 100 in the future if it happens. So that's all I can say for ARKM. For Cadena, if the bull market resumes strongly at some point, I estimate this project will jump significantly like it did in the past. Of course, we cannot understand if this jump will be lower than previous one or higher than previous one. We cannot know it. But what we know is the circulation supply amount is increasing slowly, and this has a proof of work mechanism. It means when the bulls enter this project, the price jumps significantly at some point. Then it starts to drop. If the bull market resumes, it has a potential to jump again, and then it will drop again. If the bull market resumes, it has a potential to jump again, and then it will drop again. And in the bear market, it will drop significantly as I estimate, but like TLOS, this project is getting a line like TLOS in every bear market, and that line level is increasing as you can see. And in the next bear market, I estimate this level increase again. So this is what I can say for Cadena project as well. So please do not forget, nothing is financial advice in the videos, and I am not a financial advisor. Please be very careful about what you are doing. This industry is still new. Anything is possible to upwards and downwards. Please be careful and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.